Frankenmuth. It's 8:03 a.m. on a damp first week of May, and you're dialed into Haywire 97.9 FM. Twist the dial, spark the wire. Outside, foggy gray curtain, steady drizzle, and puddles wide as pickup beds. Forecast says the clouds won't punch out until 1 p.m., so keep that rain gauge handy and maybe rethink firing up the planter just yet.
I don't know if I want to wait that
doesn't
long.
Have to kill the groove. Let's bring a little sunshine through those speakers. Coming up, Hollow Fence Line is set to chase the drizzle away with their foot-stomping Dust Road Daydream. Grab a fresh cup, crank that cab heater, and remember, if the sky's crying, the axeman's flying. Let's spin it!
Red sun flickers through a fly-speck windshield. Coffee's gone cold in a mason jar mug. Map flaps loose on the dash like a wild kite. Every mile marker hums like a rally spike drug. Grinned in the mirror whispers, go, don't stay. Tires write stories in the light.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's raining out, and I need to keep up with what's going on. So, before the Farmer's Planting Forum, we talked about things that we need to do and whatnot. So let's talk about financials and what we got in store for us. The grass field is going to be ready to cut next month in June. We don't have any type of mower set up whatsoever. So I've been doing some research, and I've been talking with Jim, and to get that exact mower setup that he's got, that's the GMD K-Series front and back mowers. Those are $48,500. If you get a new tractor, that's the Massey Ferguson 7S. It's $176,500, and that takes us to our total of $225,000. We currently only have $200,463. And I really don't want to spend all of our money where we have nothing left. So we're going to need to figure out something for that. Additionally, I know that we're going to need like a tedder, windrow, and stuff like that. So I also looked up this Massus tedder, $16,500. This Massus windrow, that's $19,500. The K-Series beller, which is $164,000. The K-Series bell wrapper, which is $62,000. And the DPW bell trailer for bells, that's $20,500. Now, just those additional items are $282,500. I don't think we need those right away. We can definitely wait on those and lease those items out to begin with. But we also have the oats. They're going to be ready to harvest not next month, but the month after that. Towards the end of the month, beginning of the following month after that, beginning of August. And we don't have a harvester either. So we need to figure that out as well. So I did some additional research for that as well, and I found this harvester setup. So they have a lizard harvester for $94,500 with the lizard header for $20,000. So that total just for the harvester setup is $114,500. I think what we need to do is we need the mower setup first, because that's going to be ready first. Then we need to do the harvester setup. So those two together are $339,500 that we need to make up. So if we take that total of $339,500 and we minus the amount of money that we have, which is $200,463, that takes us to $139,037 is what we need to make in order to break even if we're to buy all of that. But that takes us to a zero balance. I don't want to do that. I want to have a little bit of money still in the bank. So, I think as soon as this rain clears up, we're going to head down to the farmer's market and we're going to try and get some contract work. Because we need to do this within a month. Because, like I said, the grass field is going to be ready in a month. So we need to start making the money now. So that's what the plan is. We just have to wait for this storm to pass. And then we can start working on these plans. So, let's see how it pans out. So, it's just after 1 o'clock, and I was able to secure us 3 contracts. A a contract for Ben, a contract for David, and a contract for Walter. 2 hoeing contracts, and also a stone picking contract. Now, I don't know why the stone picking contract isn't showing up. Maybe I forgot to click it. I'll look into that here in a little bit. But those contracts were the biggest contracts for the payout, and that's what we need at this point, is big contracts to help us get going. So we're going to set up the GPS on this and get going, and see what we can get done today. I do need to go talk to Katie this afternoon as well, so we'll see how long these take. But we're going to go and get the drone up in the air and get some music on here in a little bit, and get going. Let's get this work done. Let's just make sure this is where it needs to be. Let's lower it. And off we go. Looking back here, seems to be working just fine and pulling those weeds out, so that's a plus. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the radio on and get this going.
Moonlight dances on fields of hay. Whiskey whispers the end of day. Calloused hands hold tender dreams. Love ain't easy, but it's what it seems. Dirt roads winding past the pines. Rusty trucks and faded signs. We ain't rich, but we ain't poor. Steel hearts keep knocking on life's door. Through the thunder, through the rain, we hold tight to the joy and pain. Life ain't perfect, but it's our own. Steel hearts find their way back home. Dirt roads winding past the pines. Rusty trucks and faded signs. We ain't rich, but we ain't poor. Steel hearts keep knocking on life's door.
And that was Rustwood Revival, wrapping up the midday mile. Cass here on Haywire 97.9 FM. It's 1:09 p.m. with a quick pit stop for crew news. The Farmers Planting Forum video harvested some record numbers. 14 brand new subscribers sprouted up overnight. Big ol' Haywire, shout out to our newest harvesting crew members. Welcome aboard the Combine, y'all, and a special thanks again to Farmer Sim, Farming Simulator LFG, The Herd, and Gold Gaming for helping us plow past that milestone. If you're still just window shopping the channel, hit subscribe and jump in the cab. We've got a whole season of content idling at the gate. All right, let's stoke the speakers. Broken Dahlia's firing up with Kerosene Kiss. Keep it locked to Haywire and burn down the afternoon.
Splinters in shotgun dawn. Streetlights flicker, lovers gone. Ash smudged fingers trace the bruise. Every goodbye is a dirty fuse. I taste the spark before the flame. Whispered gasolines and blame. Your kerosene kiss lights me up, burns my lips, but I drink the cup. Smoke rings halo where we stood. Love never felt this good. Your in puddled rain, painting ghosts that chant your name. Stolen matches, borrowed night. Strike me once, I'll take the light. Your kerosene kiss lights me up, burns my lips, but I drink the cup. Smoke rings halo where we stood. Love never felt this good. Your kerosene kiss cuts like sin. Charcoal smile on my paper thin skin. We burn, we blaze, we bleed, then fade into the steam. If embers are memories, blow on them slow. Let them glow, let them glow. If embers are memories, blow on them slow. Let them glow. Your kerosene kiss lights me up, scars the night, never lets up. Smoke rings halo where we stood. No fire ever felt this good. Your kerosene kiss, one more sin. Ash mark heart sings me again. We burn, we blaze, we bleed, and fade into the steam. Into the steam. And fade into the steam.
Alright, those 3 contracts are completed. 28,608, 16,809, and 31,064. So that took our new total to 276,946. So today we were able to get $76,000 in contracts. So not bad for only needing to come up with about 139,000. So we'll see what type of contracts we can do tomorrow. But right now I need to head over to Katie. I don't think I'm going to be able to do her auction because I have to deal with the fields and getting the equipment. So I need to let her know that I'm not going to be able to assist or come in and purchase, I should say, not really assist. She's assisting me more than I would be her. But let's go ahead and get parked up and go talk to Katie. Good afternoon, Katie. Got a second?
Always. What can I do for you, HK?
Well, Katie, I'm going to have to be honest. My grass and oat fields are about to explode, and every spare dollar is tied up getting my mower set up and the new harvester set up. I don't think I'm going to be ready before your May auction.
I figured you might be buried after the forum, so it's just timing and cash flow.
Exactly. If I bought cows now, I'd be wrenching on the headers while the calves are yelling at me for hay. Not fair to me or them.
Good call. The May sale is mostly cow-calf pairs. They need full attention. No sense rushing. Here's what we can do. First option, wait list. If any lots don't meet reserve, you get first crack at a discounted price. Second option, late July online sale, yearlings and open heifers. You'll have hay in the barn and the combine parked by then. Or I have a third option, a private search. Tell me the head count and breed, and I'll scout deals while you finish harvest.
Option 2 sounds perfect. And the wait list? It's a nice safety net.
Done. I'll tag you for the July catalog and text you if something slips through next week. In the meantime, focus on that mower and harvester. Good forage now equals happy cattle later.
Appreciate it, Katie. I'll be back with funds that aren't earmarked for Stihl and grease.
We'll be ready. See you then, HK.
Yep. Thanks again. Well, she took that better than I thought she was going to. Thought she was going to be a little bit upset with me about it, but she seems completely understanding about it. Alright, so next, we need to drive up to our fields. I know we haven't really checked on them since we planted them. Well, at least on camera we haven't. I've looked at them every day. But, we need to drive up there and take a look at them. And then, I'm going to meet with Lloyd at about 4:45. To take a look at a barn that I'm trying to sell him. So, I'll meet you up at the fields. So it's been a little while since you guys have been up over here. So let's go and jump out. And grass is coming in really well. It will be ready to harvest next month. So we will need to get it cut. Like, I could cut it now, but I'm not going to get as much of a yield on it as I will next month, because it's technically ready now, but it's only its first stage. I want to wait till it gets to its full potential. And then over here we have the oats. They're doing really well as well. We got a 97% yield bonus on it, and these should be ready either in July or the first part of August. So, back to back, ready. And then I also want to get something planted back in this field as well, to get a second planting season in this year. But we'll see what we can do with that. We'll have to lease all of that equipment, because I doubt I'll have the money for it by then. Depends on how much money we make off the selling of the crop as well. But alright, let's get over here, and let's go take a look at where I'm going to put the cow pasture, since we took out that cow barn a couple episodes ago. Lloyd came and bought it. I haven't really looked at the area or done anything with it, so I need to start figuring out plans on that, because I am going to be putting in another cow pasture, as well as a dairy milking parlor connected to it as well. So I want to take a look at it over here. Like, we mowed it, and that was about it. So it's a fairly large space, and I think over here is where I'm going to put the cow building, and then over here, where next to where the manure heap is where I'm going to put the pasture itself. And I need to get somebody to come in and knock out this concrete, potentially, as well. Or I guess I could come out here and do it myself. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and run into the house for a few moments, get me a drink, and wait on Lloyd. Because he should be, like I said, coming by about 20 minutes or so to take a look at one of the sheds that I'm thinking it's time to sell and get rid of. Alright, it's just after 1:15, and Lloyd should be showing up any moment now to come take a look at this shed. I'm going to be selling this one here in front of me. Now, I think I'm going to start out at 9,000, and I'll go as low as 7. But you know, I won't take anything less than 7. I'll put it that way. But I think realistically I can get 9,000. Oh, there's Lloyd now. So I think I can get 9,000 out of it. we'll see what he says and what he thinks. But let's just get these doors open before he gets up over here. That way we can just walk through as we look at the place. So, there we go. Glad you could swing by, Lloyd. Here she is. Grand old barn's gotta move so I can break ground for the dairy.
Ooh. But she's even leaner than I remembered. You sure you're ready to part with it, huh? HK?
Ready as I'll ever be, Lloyd. Figured you might make better use of what's left than I will. So the main bay area here is about 17 feet wide. And the side nook stores a dozen bells if you stack smart. Out back there's a lean-to that's got a drive-through clearance for a flatbed.
Good bones once. Now mostly good termites. Look at this roof. Hole's big enough for daylight to rent an apartment.
It's not that bad, Lloyd. You can still scrap the metal. But this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about like $9,000.
9? Buddy, I'm more likely to spend 9 burning it for warmth. Tin's rusted, posts are soft, floor's dirt. Best use is firewood and recycling the metal. See here, base plate's rotted, and that beam's bowed worse than my uncle's fishing pole.
Still plenty of straight 2x8s in the rafters, Lloyd. That siding's white oak. Tight grain. No rot on the north face. Perfect for the fence you said you wanted around your place.
Fence or not, I gotta pay a crew, rent a telehandler, haul scrap. That's a money pit. I'll give you $4,500. Saves you the headache, saves me cash.
Can't do it, Lloyd. There's at least $6,000 in salvage lumber alone. Never mind the 10 weight. Tell you what, I'll drop down to $8,000 and I'll give you the whole week to work on it.
$6,250 final, and I'm still losing.
How about 7.5?
7 even.
Come on, Lloyd. You know that wall alone over there is 17 feet of oak planks. 7.5's a steal.
Fine. How about 7,200 and not a penny more?
72 it is. But tear down, haul off, and clean up are all on you. I'm staying out of the demolition business.
Deal? Pending my crew's thumbs up. I'll sleep on it, run the math tonight. I'll call you first thing tomorrow.
Sounds good. If you're still in, I'll clear a path so you guys can back your trailers in. But you're swinging the hammers.
Don't worry, I wouldn't let you near a sledge anyhow. Appreciate the tour.
Well, he's going to sleep on it, but chances are he said 7.2. So that's more than the 7 that I said that I would go down to. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get this closed up for the night. And then I think that's where we'll call it for today. Been out in the field doing 3 contracts. Took about 3 hours. Got delayed this morning in the rain. But we definitely put a huge dent in the money situation that we had. We made over half the money in contracts today. So we're going to try and do the same thing tomorrow. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Good morning, crew. So, we're starting off the day just like I said we would at the last episode, that we're going to try and find some contracts. I did speak to Lloyd this morning, and he said that he would be coming by. He is going to go ahead and get that shed, or barn, I should say, but he won't be able to do it until next month. So, came out to start looking for contracts. I was able to get us 3 more contracts. 2 for Ben and 1 for David. Whoa, neither one of them stopped. That was crazy. Anyways, Ben has a cultivating contract on field 10 and a mowing contract on field 11. And then David's got a fertilizing contract on field 29. So I'm going to head up to do, I think I'll do the cultivating contract first, which is field 10. I think I'll just do it in that order. I'll do the cultivating contract, and then the fertilizing contract, and then the mowing contract. And if we get all 3 of these done, we should have enough to be able to make those purchases that we wanted to get. The mower set up with the new tractor, and also the harvester. So that's our plan for today. That's what we're going to be doing, all field work. Not even going to be on our own farm today. So let's get up here to field 10. I did borrow the equipment for all of them except for the fertilizing. We have a fertilizer spreader and our tractor can pull it, so we're just going to use that for that one. Let's let this car pass. Alright, so we're going to get up over here and jump in the tractor and get this field cultivated. So this is the same tractor he let me use when I was doing contracts for him last week. So, kind of familiar with it a little bit. So we're going to get over here. It is a little foggy again this morning, but shouldn't be too bad once we get out on the field itself. It comes and goes in pockets. So, going to see here where my line is. I'm going to start in the middle. Yeah, it's about right here. So let's go ahead and get this lowered, and we're getting right into the work today. So I'm going to go ahead and get the drone up and get some tunes on, and let's get to work. My plan and goal is to get those stuff today.
You're tuned into the Haywire 97.9 FM, and this Wednesday's coming in clear and clean. We're sitting at a breezy 70 degrees, looking to peak at 77 right around high noon. No gloom, no drizzle, just crisp spring air and a sky bluer than a new welder's language. Fields are firm, the roads are dry, and if you've got gears to grind, today's the day to do it. Last week of May, and summer's already peeking over the fence. Kicking it into gear, here come the diesel drawlers with chain to the field, right here on the Haywire, where we run loud, ride proud, and always roll before breakfast.
The earth, it whispers secrets old, the roots that bind and hands that hold. A farmer's toil, a story sealed, forever chained to the field. Chained to the field where dreams grow slow, under the sun where the wild winds blow. The soil is life, it's all we yield, forever chained to the field. Rugged line through dawn and dusk, through endless time. Sweat and hope are all
we tend. The work it starts and it never ends. With every scar my fate is sealed, forever chained to the field.
Well, yep, that's 1 down, 2 to go. So just pulling this back in to put it over in his driveway. Then we need to head up to the farm and get our tractor and fertilizer. So that's what we will do. We'll head up for that and get started on field 29. So I'll catch you guys up at our farm. Alright, getting back to our farm, and I know that I have a little bit of fertilizer left from when I fertilized my fields. I think it's just over 1,000 liters. It's not going to be enough to do the entire contract, but it's on this side of town, so I really don't want to drive all the way to the store and get more right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll jump in ours, fill it up with what we have, and go get more when we run out. Let's see how far we can get within the contract. But let's go ahead and get backed up and connected, and probably should put some fuel in this as well. I think I should probably schedule my monthly repair with Jason as well at some point, because I see that repair bar going down, and the best time to fix it is when it's 25% or less. So alright, let's go ahead and pull these fertilizers out from the shelving. Then we need to pull forward a little bit and lower the fertilizer. So let's do that. Make sure that gets lowered. There we go. Alright, we're going to get that put in, and then I'll put in some fuel. And then we'll head up to the contract. So how's everybody doing today? I saw that we had a additional subscriber from the last episode, so thank you for joining the crew. Welcome. If you're still window shopping like Cass says, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your notifications. That way you know when these videos come out. I put out videos every week, 2 videos a week. I tried to do Monday and Wednesday. This one actually is going to be going out on Thursday because I had to re-record it because all the audio got messed up on it. But I do put 2 videos out a week on the Farm Rescue series. Alright, got that cover closed. And we'll get some fuel in it. We haven't made much of a dent in that fuel. I bought 5,000 liters for it, and we haven't even used 1,000 liters of it yet. since I bought it, so it is what it is, but we'll get through it. At least I bought it up front and we have it on the farm, so. But we're gonna head up to the field. I'll see you up there. Alright, here we are at the field, and this is kind of a unique field according to GPS. So we've got this weird little square thing up here, and I don't want to do the outside first. I want to do the ups and downs first. So I need to find the line to go up and down, which neither one of these are it. So it's got to be up and over here a little bit. Oh, there it is. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. I'm going to put the drone up as well, and throw on some tunes, or at least turn on the radio, and go from there. So let's get this lined up and make sure the fertilizer turns on. Everything's working. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and get the party started.
Temps are rising, sitting pretty at 74 and still climbing. Sun's high, fields are humming, and if you ain't got sweat on your brow yet, you're doing it wrong. Next up, we're digging into the dust with Rusk County Revival. This is Good Times, Bad Times, right here on the Haywire 97.9 FM. Turn it up and let the rattle roll.
Good times roll like thunder in my veins. Bad times whisper secrets in the rain. I'm dancing on the edge of joy and pain. Life's a wild beast you can't contain. Good times, bad times, they all collide. Riding waves on this crazy tide. Laughing, crying, we're all alive. Good times, bad times, we all survive. Woke up chasing dreams I can't define. Lost my way but found a better line. Every fall is just a steep incline. Heart keeps beating, rhythm so divine. Good times, bad times, they all collide. Riding waves on this crazy tide. Laughing, crying, we're all alive. Good times, bad times, we all.
Alright, so we got about 70% of that contract done before we ran out. So heading up to the store and gonna see about getting some solid fertilizer from that silo. You can buy bulk there. I don't gotta worry about bags or anything like that. I can just put it straight into the fertilizer. So let's run in and ask Jason if it's got any in it, because last time it barely had any. So let's check with him.
Good morning, HK. How may I help you?
Morning, Jason. I was just checking to see if that fill silo out there has any fertilizer in it.
Sure does. We filled it this morning when our truck came in. Are you looking to buy some in bulk?
Yes, sir. I need about 2,300 liters for me to finish my contract. So I'll go ahead and head out that way and get it if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, HK.
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it. All right. So, said that it's got it. That it's got fertilizer in it because he just filled it this morning when the truck came in. So we'll go over there and get some solid fertilizer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll head back up to that field, complete that contract, and then take this back home and then cut back in with you guys once I'm in the truck heading over to Ben's second field, field 11, to be able to complete that mowing contract. So we're going to head up over there, and I'll catch back to you when we get to field 11. All right, it's 9:15. All we got left to do is this mowing contract. Fairly large field. This is the same field that we came in and we belled last month, I think it was. So we've been on this field before. Now, let's see. I think I want to start, so it's got the house in the middle of it. I think we're gonna go over to this other side. Lines run up and down this way. So I think I'll do the outside first, and I'll start down here on this end and go from there. Yeah, so we're going to get this back mower lowered, get the front mower lowered, and get this started. I just want to make sure that we don't cut anything that I'm not supposed to. So, get the GPS lined up. There we go, get the front one turned on. Just pull forward a little bit till we get the back one lined up where we want it. Back up just a little bit and get it turned on. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Alright, we're cooking. We get the drone up, get the radio on, and we'll go from there.
It's 9:16 here in Frankenmuth, and the skies are crystal clear, but rock fans everywhere are feeling a little storm inside. Word just came down. Ozzy's calling time on the road. One final concert, and then the madman takes his throne for good. So here at the Haywire, we're sending this next one out loud and proud. A salute to a legend who taught us how to howl at the moon and never apologize for the volume. This is Last Light Legend by Chrome Valley. And yeah, Ozzy, this one's for you.
Smoke rolls in from the canyon stage. Old soul grin, eyes lined with rage. He walked through the wreckage of his own wild flame and carved out a kingdom in the devil's name. Leather and thunder, boots full of sin. He laughed at the silence and let chaos in. Born from Sabbath, raised by storms. He's the howl in the dark where the legend forms. He's the last light legend, fire in his veins. Voice of the broken, the king of the strange. The curtain may fall, but the echo remains. Ozzy rides on in the blood and the chains. Tore through the sevens with a haunted cry. Made every lost loner feel 10 feet high. Bit down on madness, never let go. Turned a scream into scripture, a snarl into soul. Crows on the wire, sky turning black. Still he stood laughing, never looking back. He's the preacher of Rift, the shadow's best friend, with a mic in his hand and no plans to end. He's the last rose. He started fires in the hearts of the unheard. He gave the weird a war cry, and he never stopped being one of us. But legends don't die. Long live the scream in an iron sky.
All right, so we completed those contracts: 27,355, 10,871, and 32,849. That brings our overall total to 342,253. So we have enough to purchase the mower setup and the harvester setup. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. We're going to go right over to the store and talk to Jim about it right now and pull the trigger on it. Get them. I know that's going to take most of our money, but I got an idea. I got a plan. So ride with me on this one, crew. I think I have figured out what I'm going to do to fix the money issue once I've bought these. So let's go and get over here and run in and talk to Jim and see if we can't walk out with some new equipment. Morning, Jim.
Morning, HK. What can I do for you today?
Well, Jim, I think I'm ready to make it official. I want to get that same mower set up you let me demo to cut my grass. That Massey Ferguson 7 series. And then the K series front and rear mowers. And I think I also need to get that Lizard harvester and header combo that we talked about last month.
Now that's what I like to hear. That Massey treated you right, huh?
Yeah, man. It handled great. The power felt just right. And that mower combo chewed through the grass like it was nothing.
Good choice. That harvester, though, it's still over at the North Fork shop. I'll get it hauled here, but it'll take a few days. Should be here by next week.
That's not a problem, Jim. I can wait on the harvester. The oats aren't going to be ready for like another month or two. But that grass is pushing up pretty fast. If there's any way possible, I'd really like to get that tractor and that mower set up as soon as I can.
Then it's your lucky day. I got a brand new Massey and mower set just off the hauler this morning. Still got the wrap on the seat. I can have it pulled around front and ready for you soon.
You're joking, right? Man, it's crazy. Today must really be my lucky day.
Come on, let's do the paperwork and we will go take a look at it. Well, that should do it, HK. That will be $339,500. I am also going to do free delivery to your farm for when the harvester makes it into town.
Wow. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate the free delivery. Can I pay for it with this cash and the rest of it on the card?
Yeah, of course. It's a pleasure doing business with you, HK. Now let's go take a look at it.
Jim, look at the shine on that. She's clean and smells like new rubber. And ready to work.
Yeah, she is. You're gonna make that money back and then some. That setup's gonna chew through your grass work like a Sunday buffet. Go ahead, jump inside.
Man, this is nicer than the one you let me demo. Definitely looks like it just came off the factory floor. I think I'm going to spend a lot of hours in this, Jim. Thank you so much. I appreciate you helping me make this deal and recommending it.
Anytime, HK. Oh, and here, almost forgot.
What's this, Jim?
Official welcome to the family. First time Massey buyers get a hat. It's company policy, and better than a fruit basket.
Right on. I appreciate it, Jim. She's going to get some miles real quick, though.
That's what she's built for. I'll get that harvester headed this way. You'll be in business before the week's out.
Sounds good. Thanks again. This is a big step for me. Hey, do you mind if I leave my truck here so I can take the tractor home?
Big steps, HK. You're doing it right. As for your truck, no problem, just park it over on the side of Building B.
Good thing. I'll go ahead and get over there and start moving it now. Alright, let's get over here and move the truck. Get that over to the side of Building B. He said that I could leave it there. It's only going to be there for, well, enough time for me to get home. And then I'll figure out a way to come back up and get it. So, we were able to purchase the mowers, the tractor, and the harvester setup. The harvester setup will be here next week. So, I know what you guys are saying. HK, you said that you did not want to purchase all this stuff and have no money in your bank account. Technically, $2,753 is still money, but it's not where I would like it to be. But I have a plan. If you guys stick with me and enjoy the ride, next episode, I can guarantee you that $2,753 is going to increase. On that note, I think this is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for your support and everything that you guys do. I appreciate it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the Farm Rescue series, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. What's going on, crew? It's coming off the last episode and getting back to the farm. Now, last episode, I know we went ahead and bought all this stuff, and now we've only got $2,752. A little bit less than what I would like it to be, but like I said, I had a plan. So let's go ahead and start putting that plan together. And I still can't believe that I actually got this set up. Alright, so the plan involves the Deutz bar. Due to the continuous mechanical repairs I'm going to have to do with it, it's got 32 or 33.2 hours on it. I think I'm just going to sell it. So let's go ahead and fill it up with gas. And then we'll take the weight off. So I'm going to keep the weight. And I think I'm going to take the Deutz-Fahr up and sell it. It's still in good condition. It's just, I've got the Massey now, and the Massey can do more. And right now I don't really need a smaller tractor for the little tasks at the farm and whatnot. So I think it's going to be best to sell it. So I'm going to head up to the farm, or up to the used store, and we're going to sell it back to him. So I'll catch you up there. Alright, let's see how much we can get for this. I know I paid $40,535 for it. So I know it needs to be repaired a little bit, so let's see what we can come up with here and what we can walk away with. So to repair this, $1,052. Let's go ahead and do that. They're willing to give me $42,550. See, that's not a bad deal. I made $2,500 and something on it. Not complaining one bit for that. Good for us. And it took our new total to $44,259. So, as I need to go get my truck, luckily it's just over here at the store. Well, let's talk about this episode. We're sitting at $44,259 after we sold the Deutz-Fahr. Definitely want to increase that money by a little bit, so we'll probably take a look at some contracts. And I want to get out on the field with the Massey. Again, the grass isn't going to quite be ready for another day or so. And then it'll be ready to go, and then we'll get out on the field with that. So I think what we'll do is we'll head over to the farmer's market, see if we can't get some work, and see what we can come up with, and get out in the fields with the new Massey and see how it works, and start putting those miles on it, and try and get some money in our pocket so we can try and get the dairy farm up and running now that we've got some equipment. So we're gonna go ahead and head in here real quick, and I'll catch back up with you here in a few. Ooh, a little too far. There we go. Alright, I'll catch up with you guys here in a minute. Wish me luck. Alright, I was able to get 3 contracts. A stone picking contract, a fertilizing contract, and another hoeing contract. I tell you, it's been like, what? I've probably done 9 hoeing contracts in the last couple weeks. There's just been a lot of them. So I think what the plan will be is I'll go back to the farm, I'll get the Massey, we'll do a fertilizing contract, or we'll do the fertilizing contract first. I'll do the hoeing contract off camera, and then we'll finish out with the stone picking contract. I think you guys have seen me do enough hoeing contracts over the last few episodes, so I'll just do that one off camera. But we'll start with the fertilizing one, and then we'll jump over into the stone picking one. So let's get up here, and oh yeah, I need something else I found out, just so you guys are aware. My mowers, because of how big they are for the back mowers, don't fit in any of my sheds. So I'm glad Lloyd has said that he will come and take that other shed off of us, so I can actually try and get a shed built that'll fit them. And I'm guessing if those don't fit, the harvester's even bigger. The harvester isn't going to fit in any of these either when we get that next week. So let's go ahead and get this started. And I guess what we're going to do, since we don't have anywhere to put them, it's going to set them over in front of, probably in front of these shelves over here for now. We'll figure out a better place for them, because I really don't need to get into that shed right now that's right there, and it's falling apart too. I need to replace it. But let's go ahead and lower that down, and then let's get turned around and put the larger ones right there in front of it. That way they're still together. Yeah, about right there. Looks good. Alright, so let's go grab the fertilizer spreader. I believe I have enough fertilizer here at the farm to be able to complete that one for that contract on field 17. So we're gonna test it and see. We'll put it in and we'll run over there, and if not, it's right across the street from the store, so it won't be that bad to go get some if we need to. But let's go ahead and get this lowered so we can get some fertilizer in it, and let's load up the fertilizer. One done. Now let's grab this other one. I think this is the smaller one. Yeah, it's only got 521 liters in it. So we're going over there with 1,521. Like I said, I think that should be enough, but we'll see. Right. I guess all that's left to do is get over to field 17 and get going on that contract. So I will catch you guys up at the field. Alright, like I said, it's literally right across the street from the store. So we'll wait for this car to pass, and this other car to pass, and we'll jump over. There we go. And GPS is set up. So let's go ahead and get out on this line and lower it. You know, I don't know if I need to have it lowered or raised, but we'll go ahead and turn it on. We'll get the radio on and get the drone up and get started.
Hey y'all, Max here on the Haywire, and today's not just another Monday on the calendar. It's Memorial Day. Out here, we've got our hands in the soil, our eyes on the sky, and our hearts with the folks who gave up their tomorrow so we could live our today. This ain't just about barbecues or an extra day off. It's about honor, remembrance, and carrying forward the legacy of sacrifice with the lives we live. And from all of us at the station and the farm rescue crew, we just want to say thank you to those who serve, to the families who carry that weight, and to every listener out there who knows freedom ain't free. We've got a song that's never made it to an album, just a one-off track from Rustwood Revival that's been passed around back roads and bonfires. It's simple, it's raw, it's true. Here's Folded Flag on the dashboard. Crank it, remember them, and hold your people close.
That old truck still rattles down County Line 8. Rust on the fenders, coffee in the crate, but the seat beside me's empty, where you used to ride. and the stories you told still echo inside. Your boots are boxed up, but your dog tag stays, swinging from the mirror through the heat and the haze. You left in your greens and came home in pine, with taps in the wind and a folded up sign. There's a folded flag on the dashboard, sun faded and still, like the words that I choked down but never will. You gave up your fire so the rest could feel free. Now I carry your memory where the glove box should be. 10 hut in my heart every mile that I go, with the folded flag on the dashboard and a soul that won't let go. I drive past the diner where we'd skip third bell, and the barn where we learned how to raise all kinds of hell. Now the wind through the cornfield just whispers your name, while I grip that old wheel and shoulder the flame. There's a folded flag on the dashboard, stitched in your grace, and a silence that fills up your half of this place. I talk like you're with me, just out of frame, like the static between here and heaven's name. A salute in my bones with each tire that rolls past the folded flag on the dashboard, and a price that I hold. And they say freedom ain't free, but they never sat where you're supposed to be, with the weight of your oath in an empty seat, while the sun sets red over field and wheat. There's a folded flag on the dashboard, and tears I don't show, a fire that burns under layers of snow. You gave all you had so I could come home. Now I keep your watch so you're never alone. One nation beneath you, one promise I owe to that folded flag on the dashboard, and the friend I still know. Yeah, folded flag on the dashboard rides with me wherever I go.
So that there was my tribute to those that are currently serving, those that have served in the past, and those that served and didn't make it home. Make sure you always keep your flag up high, and we will never forget you. Thank you. Alright, back to the episode. We need to go get that hoeing contract done, so I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll meet you back on the field for the stone picking contract. Alright, the stone picking contract should be right up here. Let this car pass. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get hooked up to this one, and this is a fairly large field, so it may take a little bit of time, but we'll get it done. It's worth the most. So I think this field alone is 22,000, so it's a big contract for a big field. So let's go ahead and let's see. I think I'm going to do the caps of the house, so either side of the house first, and then we'll do the long strips after that. So let's go ahead and get out here, get GPS set up, and we're gonna get the drone up, get the radio on, and get started. Yeah, I think we'll start right here on this line. And let's make sure that is unfolded. And turn it on. All right.
It's 11:42 on this fine last day of May, and you're riding with Max right here on the Haywire 97.9 FM, where the static's got a little soul in it. We're sitting at 83 degrees out there in the valley, with a slow climb toward 88 by mid-afternoon. Winds are dragging in lazy out of the southwest at 12 miles per, just enough to rattle the barn tin and kick up some grit if you're moving fast. No rain on today's radar, but June's knocking with a low-pressure front that might roll in overnight. Little thunder could greet the new month, so if you're still planting or just tinkering in the shed, keep that in mind for tomorrow. Now, for your midday drift, here's a track that smells like sunlight on old fence posts and the kind of dreams you only have at 45 miles per hour with your hand out the window. This is Dust Road Daydream by Hollow Fence Line, kicking off their album Rust and Reverie. Let it roll.
Red sun flickers through a fly-speck windshield. Coffee's gone cold in a mason jar mug. Map flaps loose on the dash like a wild kite. Every mile marker hums like a rally spike drug. Grinned in the mirror whispers, go, don't stay. Tires write stories in the limestone gray. I'm a dusty road daydream rolling on a prayer where the weed waves golden and the hope hangs in the air. Got a heart full of highway and a song I gotta play. Chasing down tomorrow on a two-lane fading away. Billboard, Jesus says, save your soul cheap. Next exit's empty, but the sky feels wide. Gravel kicks rhythm on a beat-up fender, while the FM static keeps the ghosts in time. Clouds paint shadows on a patchwork plane. Every roadside diner knows my name. I'm a dust road daydream rolling on a prayer where the wheat waves golden and the hope hangs in the air. Got a heart full of highway and a song I gotta play. Chasing down tomorrow on a two-lane fading away. Steel guitars like a lonesome train, but I don't mind the miles or the midnight rain. 'Cause somewhere past the county line, there's a porch light glow and a friend of mine. I'm a dust road daydream rolling on a prayer where the wheat waves golden and the hope hangs in the air. Got a heart full of highway and a song I gotta play. Chasing down tomorrow. Yeah, I'm a dust road daydream, wheels in the clay with the sky burning copper at the edge of the day. If the world keeps turning, I'll keep riding that line, leaving nothing but a dust road daydream behind.
All right, it's now 2:45, and we're 66% complete on the stone picking contract. I'm just unloading my first load of stones in the silo. Walter said that I could have them, so dropping them off here at the farm, and then I'll kick back over to there and finish out the contract and get that done. And I'll cut back in with you guys once we're done with the contract. Because, like I said, we started it at like 11 o'clock. So, and it's 2:45. So it's taken a little while to get that contract done. So I'm going to head back up over there and finish out the job. You know, it's taking a little bit longer because it's just me. It would be nice to have some workers to help me with it, but not a chance yet. But I'll see you when we're done. Alright, just finished the stone picking contract, and we only did 2 full trailer loads, and then we have this trailer here that's got 7,815 liters in it. So we're gonna get that up to the silo, and then we need to take this back over. Man, traffic. We'll take this back over to Walter's place and pick up my tractor, because my tractor's still over there. And then we'll head up to the farmer's market and complete the contracts. And I think after that, all that'll be left to do will be to come back to the farm and straighten up everything, get everything cleaned up and put away. And that's gonna be it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let's get over here and get this emptied. Took us about an hour to finish up that last 44% of the field. So it seemed to go a lot quicker. There wasn't as much stone this time around on it. So yeah, about right there. Want to get this emptied. And I'll catch back up with you once we're back over there with me picking up my tractor. Alright, just pulling into the farmer's market now. And let's go see what we got for these. $7,402 for the fertilizing contract. $8,000 for that, and $22,000 for the stone picking. So new total $82,709 from those contracts. So we started the episode with $2,000, and we're potentially ending the episode with $82,000. So can't complain at that at all. It was definitely a full day of work. But I'll catch you guys back up at the farm as we clean up and pick up. Alright, let's see. Get this over here, and we need to start cleaning up the farm a little bit. So let's get this over here. And let's start cleaning up this. Let's see, where's my pressure washer? There it is. Pull it back. Yeah, about right there. That way I can hit the fertilizer as well. So start up over here at the window. Get some of these tires here. Get the back part. Get over on this side. grab the fertilizer real quick. And let's get the windshield. And let's go ahead and put this up. Oh, hey. It's West. Ah, that's a nice car. Wonder what he's got going on. What's going on, West?
What's up, HK? I was thinking about the conversation we had at the Farmers Planting Forum and figured I would stop by and see about that offer.
Well, West, to be honest, you showed up at the right time. It's about to get a little crazy here. I got my grass field that's going to be ready next month, and then that oat field there behind you is going to be ready there shortly thereafter that.
Really? Well, I am free, and I have my own tractor. I can help you whenever. I don't have any mowers, though.
That's not a problem, actually. If you look right here behind us, I just got these mowers this morning. So I think we got the mowers set up for it for no problem. So yeah, if you want to show up tomorrow morning, we can get started with mowing and get going from there.
Cool deal. How about I be here at 8 in the morning?
Yeah, 8 a.m. works great for me. That's perfect timing. Get up and get going in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 8 it is. See you then.
Cool. All right, buddy. I'll see you then. And I'm going to have to ask him about that car at some point. But anywho, let's get this yard cleaned up and get the stuff put up. That's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying it. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Good morning, crew. Just getting me a cup of coffee and waiting to see if West is going to show up late or on time. I'm hoping he shows up on time. He said around 8 o'clock. So today we're going to get out and mow that field. And I know Lloyd's supposed to be coming by this morning too, here shortly as well, to start working on that barn. So actually, I think I hear West driving up now. Get on. Let's see, what time is it? 7:51? Well, he's here early. I like that. Somebody that takes initiative. Give me a second. Coming. Morning, West. You're here early. I like that. It means that you have initiative and you're ready to work. Is that your tractor over there?
No, HK, I stole it from a barn down the street. Of course it's mine.
Alrighty then. Well, you jump in that stolen tractor there and follow me over here and we'll get you hooked up with the mowers.
Sure thing, HK.
Stolen tractor. Man, this guy's hilarious. I think we might get along. But alright, what we're going to do is we'll get him over here and get him hooked up to the mowers. And then I got to stay back at the house and wait for Lloyd to show up. So, show him where these are. Let him know the grass fields up there past the oat field. And let him get started on that and whatnot. So we'll just wait for him to get over here. Alright, bud, so this is the front mower, and then the rear mower is right over there. You can get hooked up to them and get started out on that field. It's just past the oat field, just right over there, and let you get started on that. I have to wait for Lloyd to show up this morning. He's supposed to be coming and getting that barn down, at least started on that today. So I won't be able to get out there and help you until he gets in. And I've got to set up a barrier for that, so I'm going to close off the front. So if you want to go ahead and get started on that, and I will get started on moving the barrels and getting that barrier set up.
Not a problem. I will get hooked up and get out there and get that field mowed.
Right on. Alright, let's see, what do I need to do? Before I move the barriers, I should probably move the truck over here just to get it out of the way from up there and whatnot. So let's go get in the truck and let's move that over here, and then I'll get in the barn and pull those barriers out and get them lined up for when Lloyd gets here. Let's see. Alright, he's got hooked up to the mowers, so I should be able to park over in that area. And I think about right here at the edge of the grass would be good. Cool. Alright, well, he's off doing that. I'm going to go get the barriers, and I'll catch back with you guys here in a few. Alright, I think this is the last barrier put up. So, this will keep everyone out. Hey, look, Lloyd's showing up right now. Cool. Alright, let me run up and go talk to Lloyd. Morning, Lloyd.
Morning, HK. I see you got the area fenced off. My crew should be here any moment with the telehandler. I just left them at Ridgeline as they were loading it up.
Right on. No worries. Like I said, you guys got it for the entire week. So, take your time, do what you need to do.
If I am being honest, that barn is way smaller than that cow barn we got last time, so I think we will be able to get it out of here today. I don't think we'll need the whole week. With us starting early, we should have it down and out by lunch today.
Wow, that's quick. But, you know, you don't have to go super fast. If you need the whole week, it's yours. But I see your crew's pulling in, so I'll let you get to it. And I'm going to go check on West. I have him out mowing my field back there.
Cool, man. Did you say you have West out there mowing? He's a good kid, hard worker. He's always early.
Yeah, I found that out this morning. He was early, all right. All right, since they're already working over there, that's all taken care of. Let's go check and see how West is doing out on that field. See, it's still fairly early, so depending on when he gets done mowing, we might be able to windrow it and bell it I don't know. I have some other things I need to do this afternoon, so we'll have to see what time we have and how long it takes. But looking out there, looks like he's got quite a bit done already. I don't know, let's jump out and let's take a look. Yeah, so there's a couple spots that he missed, but I'm sure he'll go back through and clean it up when he does the headland pass for it. But looks like he's only got a little bit left. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 passes. And he will have that completely mowed. So I guess I need to head up to Ridgeline and see about getting a windrow and a beller, because we're definitely going to have time. That's going to be done before like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'll catch you up at Ridgeline. Alright, so I took the truck and dropped it and grabbed the tractor. So let's run in here real quick and talk to Jim and see if we can't get a windrow. Hey Jim, just stopping by. I need to see about getting a windrow and a beller.
Hey HK, sure thing. I just pulled this windrow up for another customer to pick up in an hour, so go ahead and take it and I will pull the other one out for them. As for the baler, I will need about 20 minutes or so to get one ready. I am the only one here. Jason is off today.
Good thing, not a problem. I'll go ahead and take the windrow now, and then I'll send somebody up to grab the beller here in a little bit. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get out here and get connected to it. And head back up to the farm. If I'm lucky, when I get back up there, I'll time it just right, and West will be done with the field. And then we can figure out which one he wants to do, either windrowing or belling. And, we'll go from there. That should also give Jim some time to get the beller ready. So I am going to head back up to the farm. I'll see you guys up there. Alright, just pulling back into the farm now. Like I said, I don't know if he's more comfortable with the windrow or the beller, so I'll do either one. It doesn't matter to me. But we'll both get out on that field and get going on it. But we'll let him get the mowers back over here, and we'll find out which one he wants to do and go from there. So we'll just come over here and take a quick moment and be back. Alright, so he's here. Told him to go ahead and drop those mowers off right over there, because we'll need to clean them before we put them up and whatnot. Let's see. I don't know where he's putting it. Is he putting it over here? Is he putting it over there? I get it. He's going to put it like right there. Come on back. Back. And go ahead and set it down. Alright. So, let's see. Those are good there. Just ready to be cleaned. So let's go talk to him about this windrow. So, buddy, we got the windrow. As you can see, it's here. So we do need to bell as well, but to get the beller, we'll have to drive up and talk to Jim and get it from there. Which would you prefer? Would you rather do belling or the windrowing?
To be honest, HK, I can do either one, but I prefer baling over windrowing.
Cool. So I'll do the windrowing. You go up to Ridgeline, get the beller, and you just come out to the field and start belling behind me windrowing.
You got it, boss.
Alright, let's get hooked up to that windrow and get out there and start doing that. He's already headed up to Jim's to see about getting that beller. It's been almost a half hour since I was down there, so it should be out now. Shouldn't have to wait too long for it. We'll get up there, we'll do the windrowing today and the belling today, but we'll probably do the wrapping for silage within the next day or two, because I have some other commitments that I gotta do this afternoon. So we really only have the morning time frame to work this morning. So I'll be going out of town this afternoon. I'll be gone the next day or so. But that's for another time. Let's go ahead and jump out here and let's get GPS set up, and then I think we'll go ahead and set up the drone and turn on the radio and listen to some tunes and go from there. So I want to start with the ups and downs. So let's get over here and start with this line here. Yeah, that will work. So it's going to make sure that that's lowered down and turn it on. Alright, we're going to get the drone up, get the radio on, and I'll catch back up with you guys when we're done.
Well, hey there, Frankenmuth, rise and grind. It's the 1st of June and the fields are calling. Whether you're baling, mowing, or just trying to remember where you left your gloves, we're glad you're rolling with us here on the Haywire 97.9 FM, where the only thing louder than the tractors is the music. Before we crank up the diesel-powered soundtrack, I gotta give a big old shout out to you, the crew. We're now sitting at 183 subscribers on YouTube. That's 183 folks who've hit that button and jumped on this wild ride of farm grit and contract hustle. We see you. We appreciate you. Now, let's get you back in the zone with a brand new one from the Barn Burners. This one's for every one of y'all out there baling grass to fill the silage pit. It's called Green Gold Down, and if you've ever watched plastic wrap spin while sweat rolls down your back, this one's got your name on it. Let's roll.
Caffeine. Windrow's tight, she's ready to feed. Wrapped in white like a promise we need. Green gold down, pack it tight. Silent
Well, that didn't take near as long as I thought it was going to. Look at all these bells. What was the count on the beller on how many we got off this field there, Wes?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. And the bale counter said 48 bales off this field.
48, huh? Not too shabby. Well, we'll need to wrap them to turn it into silage. But I think we will do that another time. Let's go ahead and get this windrow and beller back up to the farm. And let's clean them. And then get them back over to Ridgeline. So, I'll meet you back at the farm itself. Does that work for you, buddy?
Okay, I will meet you back at the farm to clean them up.
Alright, let's get this up over here and get this cleaned up so we can get all the stuff back to Ridgeline. Except for the motors, of course. I own those. But we're going to clean them too. That way we don't have to do it later. Just kind of do all the cleaning at once. So we're winding down for the day. So let's get this over here. Yeah, right here in the middle should be good. Let's see. There's west. Alright, so it's going to be right over here. So get this beller all cleaned up. Spot the tractor a little bit. Spot clean it. There we go. Now, there is some grass left in that beller that I'm just going to be giving back to him. Okay. Get that windrow cleaned up. Good. Spot check my tractor as well. Then we'll get on to the mowers. Hey Wes, you can go ahead and start heading up to Ridgeline and I'll meet up with you. Alright, so that's all done and taken care of. Alright, so we're going to throw this back in here real quick, and I guess we should start heading up to Ridgeline as well. So, get that up and around. We'll just follow west all the way up there, and we'll catch you guys up at Ridgeline. Alright, we'll just park this right over here. West, put that up right there. Hey Jim, just bring this stuff back to you. I'm getting ready to get it turned in.
Thanks, HK. Oh, by the way, your harvester is almost here. Should be at your place by 10 a.m.
Oh, really? So within the next 30 minutes or so?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'll definitely keep my eye out for that. But here, let's go ahead and get these returned to you first. There you go, Jim. Those have been returned, and I'll talk to you later on. Alright, so those are turned in, and Jim said that my harvester should be here within the next 30 minutes. So we're going to head back to the farm. Alright, just pulling back into the farm now. Gonna try and figure out what we can do. Let's see, he's putting my pressure washer back. Move the truck, and then I'll have Wes put those mowers back where they were. Where we can get that area cleared and ready for the harvester to be delivered. So he's gonna get those mowers moved. I'm gonna get this tractor up and out of the way. Put that over here. I guess I could put some fuel in while I'm here. While we're waiting. Alright, so just finished filling up the fuel in the Massey. Get this parked up over here. Yeah, this will work. Let him finish putting those up over there. And I guess we just wait until the harvester gets delivered. So that should be, like I said, within the next 30 minutes or so is what Jim had said that it's going to be. And I'm super pumped and super excited about it. Can't wait to have it. That way it'll put my mind at ease a little bit and a little bit less stress. But we'll catch back up when he gets here. Alright, West. So let's go take a look at this harvester that was delivered. So it's a Lizard brand, but it's in the New Holland colors. So go around this way. Go ahead and jump in. Alright, let's go ahead and head up to the house. So go ahead and get in your tractor and go up towards the back door since the front area is blocked off. And I'll meet you up there in a minute. I'm just going to put my tractor up and move the truck. So let's get this tractor moved and put up. Oh, you know what? I just put the truck in front of that doorway, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll jump out of here real quick and go move the truck. I think we'll just back it up for now just to get it out of the way. Yeah, that should be enough to get the tractor in. Jump back in here and get this going. It should fit the same exact spot that I put the Deutz with no issues. Yeah, about right there. Yeah, that works for me. So we'll get her turned off. And let's go get back in the truck. Well, I guess we should close the shed first, huh? That might be a smart thing to do. So close up the shed, grab the truck, and head up over here and get West paid today. Alright, buddy, come on in. We'll get you some money for today. Come on. Let's go. Alright, let's go ahead and close that up. You want anything to drink?
Oh, thanks. I got water in the tractor.
Alright. So let's grab this money here. Alright, buddy. So for the work that you did for me, I think today we're going to pay you $15,000 for helping me out today. So let me go and get this transferred over to you. There you go, buddy. There's $15,000. We'll do the silage wrap or the wrapping here in a few days. I'll give you a call and let you know. Because I'm going to be out of town for a couple days.
Cool. Thanks, HK. I wasn't expecting that much. I will be waiting on your call.
Alright, laters, bud. Alright, guys. So we got a lot done in this episode. A lot more than what I thought we would get done. So I think now it's just time for me to sit down and relax. And we're going to call the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Morning, crew. So I was just getting back into town and decided that I would stop off at the farmer's market to see about some work. And if there's anything available. I've been gone for about 3-4 days. So there was. We have a fertilizing contract and then 2 hoeing contracts. So we're going to drive up to the farm and get in the Massey and get our fertilizer out. Do that one first. Thinking about it, I don't think I have much fertilizer. I know I have some, but I'm not sure how much I have. So we'll have to look when we get there. And then we'll get on to those other 2 contracts. I'll probably do one on camera and one off camera. And then I know that we still got our bells out in the field, but I need to see about getting a bell wrapper and getting them picked up off the field as well. I don't know if we'll get to that in this episode today or not, but I know that's got to be done. While I was gone, Lloyd was able to finish getting that barn out. So as you can see, it's gone. That's in front of us. We'll go over there here in just a moment and take a closer look at it. So he was able to get that out and paid me for it and whatnot. So we do have this empty area over here that we're going to eventually do something with. Kind of thinking about taking a lot of the barns out and start my remodeling process, but I need to think about getting the dairy cow barn going. But so I've received a few messages about my harvester that I got in the last episode when I made the comment that it wouldn't fit in the shed. And that comment, or some of the comments that I've gotten, or messages that I've gotten, have said that it will fit. I just have to put it in through this way versus through the side. But it's not the fact that the harvester itself won't fit, it's the header that won't fit, I don't believe. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can't get it in there. Let's move this trailer out of the way and we'll check and see if maybe it does fit. It just looks like it doesn't based off of how small that door looks. But I have no problem checking. What I could do if it doesn't, if the actual harvester itself will fit without the header on, I could invest in getting a harvester header trailer. I think they're only about $1,000. So I do have the money to where I could get one of those. So that might be something that we think about, but there's no way this is going to fit through that door. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Alright, so let's see if we can't get it to fit through this other way. I think we'll back the harvester into it. Kind of like how the other harvester that we had before was. They're the same size header, supposedly. 6 meter. But this harvester looks bigger than the last one that I started this series with. So yeah, absolutely, it definitely is not going to fit in here. So if I want it to put this in here, I'm going to have to get that header trailer. So now we know 100% for sure, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If I end up just getting new sheds, I'll just make sure I get a shed that it fits in, because I don't particularly like the header trailers. But alright, well, we need to get that fertilizer spreader hooked up to the tractor, so let's jump back in the tractor and disconnect this trailer, and let's get hooked up into that fertilizer spreader and get out to field 27 and start the fertilizing contract. So get around here, and then well, I guess we got to find out how much fertilizer we have first, so we'll do that real quick. Also need to talk to Jim and Jason about getting a quick repair done on the tractor, quick service of it and whatnot. Make sure that it's still in good shape and whatnot. So we have 302 liters, and that's it. So we're gonna have to run up to the store to Ridgeline and get some fertilizer. I think what I'll do is I'll just go up there and get it out of the silo. It'll be a little bit quicker. We can go from there. So that's the plan. We'll go ahead and get it lowered and get this fertilizer in, and then we'll head up to Ridgeline to get some fuel or fertilizer and whatnot. So I will catch you up at Ridgeline. Alright, just got it filled up. So now we're going to head out to field 27 and get this fertilizer going. I'm going to go turn on the radio now, and we'll get the
Good morning,
drone
folks.
up when we get
It's
to
June
the field.
16th. The clock's rolling past 11:17 a.m., and you're tuned into the Haywire 97.9 FM, your fieldside soundtrack, contractor approved. Out here in Frankenmuth, we're sitting at a balmy 76 degrees with light cloud cover and just enough breeze to keep your shirt flapping but your hat on. No rain in sight today, so if you've got hay down, today's your day. And real quick, massive shout out to the crew over on YouTube. We just hit 183 subscribers. Whether you're here for the grind, the grow, or the goofy, we see you, and we appreciate the ride. On this day in rock history, June 16th, 1967, the Monterey International Pop Festival kicked off in California. It was the first real taste of Hendrix shredding for an American crowd, the Who smashing guitars, and Janis Joplin howling the blues into legend. That weekend rewired the soul of music. And now, a little thunder for your Monday. Here's Dust on the V8 by Blacktop Revival, straight off their Rebirth and Other Roadside Revelations record. Crank it up, crack the windows, and let's roll.
Dust on the V8, rust on the rails, a map full of exits and busted up tail. Left town with a whisper, came back with a roar, but the past don't forget what you're running it for. Ash in the cup, hold the blood in the seams, ripped out the rear view, still haunted by dreams. Smoke in the tail lights, thunder in the frame, and a name on my lips I won't ever reclaim. I got dust on the V8, ghost in the dash, burned every bridge with a tank full of cash. Praying for silence, but she just won't break. She moans like the guilt that the throttle can't shake. Yeah, I got dust on the V8. Oh, and I ain't hitting the brakes. Clock don't tick here, it just leans on the wind. Time lost his teeth when the sin started to spin. I buried my sorry in a mile-long drag. Now the truth rides shotgun with a smoke wrap flag. I got dust on the V8, ghost in the dash, burned every bridge with a tank full of cash. Praying for silence, but she just won't break. She moans like the guilt that the throttle can't shake. Yeah, I got dust on the V8. Oh, and I ain't hitting the brakes. Chrome don't shine like it used to, friend, and these wheels ain't rolling toward no clean end. But I keep her in gear, keep the faith in the noise, cause the road is the reckoning men make from their voice. You ever run so long, you forget what you're running from? Yeah, me too. Dust on the V8, ghost in the dash, burned every bridge with a tank full of cash. Praying for silence, but she just won't break. She moans like the guilt that the throttle can't shake. Yeah, I got dust on the V8. Yeah, and I ain't never gonna break.
All right, that contract is completed. Just getting back to the farm now. I'm gonna go over here and drop off the fertilizer, and then we need to go up to Walter's to get the equipment to do the hoeing contract, since they're both on his field. So that fertilizing contract was on his field as well. So I'm going to get that dropped off, get the fertilizer out and disconnected. We're gonna head over to Walter's. Luckily, he's just up the street right here. And I think we'll probably do, I don't know, maybe field 13 first. And then I'll do field 12 off camera. That way we don't have too much of the same thing going on type thing. But we'll get over here and get hooked up and get started on that contract. Yeah, after I got back, I realized that I didn't have much money, so best way to get money right now is checking to see if there's any work with the local farmers here. Don't really want to do constant contracts, but that's the only way I'm going to get the money to start my dairy farm and start the rest of the rescue for this farm. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, field 13 should be this next field right here. Let's see, the turn-in is right here. So let's go ahead and get out here. Set up GPS. And then we'll get the radio on again and put the drone up and get moving on this contract.
Alright folks, the sun's high, the weeds are stubborn, and the grind don't quit. If you're out there wrangling the fields or just need a shot of diesel in your soul, this one's for you. From the barbed wire back roads and busted speakers of fence wire saints, crank it up. This is Gasoline Him, right here on the Haywire 97.9 FM.
And a steel gray sky. Sun's still sleeping, but I'm riding high. Wrenches sing like a six-string prayer. Rust in my veins and smoke in the air. Hands bled truth down to the knuckle bone. Heard the engine hum like a gospel tone. This is my gasoline hymn. Rev it up, let the fire begin. With a carburetor choir and a tire track creed, I find my faith in grit and speed. No steeple, just steel and sin. Sing it loud, my gasoline hymn. Gravel kicks up like a whispered curse. Life don't wait and the work comes first. Sweat and gears are the only grace. Burning daylight in this sacred place. Ain't no pews out here, just rows to run. And I say my prayers with the loaded gun. This is my gasoline hymn. Rev it up, let the fire begin. With a carburetor choir and a tire track creed, I find my faith in grit and speed. No steeple, just steel and sin. Sing it loud, my gasoline hymn. gasoline him. Yeah, I ride with the saints to spin on the wings of my gasoline him.
Thanks, HK. I appreciate you getting those fields done for me. There's your money for completing them.
Anytime, Walter. I'm here to help you out when you need it and whatnot. Just let me know if you got any future jobs, and I'll be able to help you with that. But I'm going to go ahead and go. Thanks, bud. With those contracts completed, we're now sitting at $83,200 as our total. So let's go ahead and get back to the farm and see what we need to get done over there. Well, actually, since I'm already in the tractor, I should probably head up to the store and get the beller, because I can't pull the beller with the truck, but I can with the tractor. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me pull in here and turn around. We'll go up there and get that wrapper now, and I will give West a call and see if he's available.
Hello.
Hey, it's me. I just got back in town.
All right, welcome back. Everything good?
Yeah, just catching up on what's waiting for me. Listen, we were able to get those bells done before I left, and I'd like to get them wrapped before the weather shifts. Are you free this afternoon?
I can be. What time are you thinking?
I don't know, meet at the farm around 1? Shouldn't take too long if we tag team it.
Sounds good. I'll be there a little before 1. Get things lined up.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
No problem. See you soon.
Alright, so he's going to be at the farm in about 45 minutes or so. Now, we just get up here and see about getting the wrapper. Should have one in stock, I would think. If not, I'll just give him a call and tell him that we can't do it today, but it's only been a few times that he hasn't had something that I needed, so we'll get up here and we'll run in and talk to Jim and see about getting that wrapper. Let's go ahead and run in and see what luck we have. Hey Jim, just got back in town this morning and I need to see about getting a bell wrapper. Wes and I was able to get the grass belled before I left, but now I'm back and we need to get those bells up off the field.
Well, look what the wind blew back in. Yeah, wrapper's ready. You'll find it in Building A, backed in by the East Bay door. Should fire right up, no issues.
Sounds good. Do I need to let Jason know that I'm grabbing it, or...?
Nah, Jason's not with us anymore.
Oh man, what happened? You finally get burned out on those hydraulic leaks?
Something like that. Been a long time coming. He'd been calling out more than showing up. Just couldn't keep things running like that, you know?
Yeah, I get it. That's tough though. So you the last man standing around here now?
For now, yeah. Got a few things in motion, but it's just me keeping the lights on. Least for the time being.
Man, wishing you luck. But anyways, what's the damage? What do I owe you?
So for the K-Series square bale wrapper, it will be $3,213, and I included some wrap for you.
Cool, here you go. And I'll go grab that wrapper. Holler if you need anything, man.
You got it. Don't forget to check the hitch pin. The last guy that used it didn't know a drawbar from a doorknob.
You got it, man. I'll check that out. Well, that sucks. I didn't think that Jason would be going anywhere, but well, hopefully Jim can handle it all. But let's see, over to Building A, said by the East Bay. Yep, there it is. All right, let's go ahead and get turned around and get hooked up to it, and see that looks like he's got black wrap on there for me. and it's full, so that's cool. Alright, well, up to the farm we go. West is going to be here, or be at the farm around 1 p.m. And we will jump out on that field and start getting it wrapped. And probably once he gets there and starts doing the wrapping, I'll come back up here and get a trailer to move them. I don't want to, well, I can't grab that while I have the beller, but I think letting him get started and getting a few wrapped while I go get the trailer is the best bet. That way, when I get back with the trailer, there's already some bells there, and he's already ahead of me, to where it kind of reduces the wait time on getting them picked up and out. So that'll be the plan for that. And let's see, I think I still have enough room in the one shed for some bells, so that's where we'll put them once we get them picked up. And I guess I should probably get that fertilizer stuff put up and whatnot. So what I'll do is I'll get this over here, drop this off, and I'll get that stuff put up, run inside, grab me a quick bite to eat, and we'll wait for West to get here. So I think I'll just pull up over here off to the side and start working on getting the stuff. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna go get a bite to eat first. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Make sure you like, subscribe, and join the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.